Hello everybody, Angry Poncho here, and we are back playing Knights of the Old Republic. I have finally got my LPing setup working again, since I've changed cities back at university now. What is this Twi'lek? Oh, he's holding a thermal detonator! But, yes, I finally got things running up here again. It took some trouble, because, it's really hard to program a VCR without a VCR remote. And that can really become a pain. So I'm actually using a different capture card to record this video than I did to record the earlier videos of this LP, so if there's a difference in quality or color or something like that, that's what you can attribute it to. If you notice anything weird with the video. It's not you, it's me. So I believe that I thought this little marker right here was actually a way to leave the area. Yeah, this is what we want. The Eastern Dune Sea. It's exactly where we want to go. Because in this zone of the Dune Sea, we're going to find the largest predator on Tatooine, the Krayt dragon, which of course, you know we gotta fight it. I mean, if somebody tells you about the largest predator on the planet that you're currently on, they make it sound like a big deal and they're really dangerous, you know you're gonna fight one. Just like that Jedi at the Enclave telling us to beware for Terran Tatex going to attack Jedi, you know you're gonna fight one. As soon as they tell you that some big monster is existing out there. It's the same way with Mission mentioning the Rancor beast back in the Tar sewers. She says, "Oh, I hope the Rancor isn't still there." Oh, we know we're gonna fight him. And it's just, they kind of make it easy on you sometimes. So I believe there should be a Twi'lek around here somewhere, as the chieftain told us. I think that's him standing up there. He's kind of a black speck on my screen right now. He looks about the same as the posts marking the outside of the area. Yeah, that's a person. Okay, cool. So let's run over here and talk to him. This area is huge.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
What the hell is wrong with him? He just stops and puts his hands on his ears. You know what? Forget that. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna go in there and fight with Krayt Dragon. This thing is pretty beastly. But I think that with the party we've got right now, we've got HK with the machine gun, Mission's got her assassin pistol, and I've got the double-bladed lightsaber. We're at a pretty good level for this early in the game, it's, you know. So they can't make things too hard on us, right? Yes. Let's put our main character forward. Go in here and take this guy out. Now what you want to do when you're fighting the Krayt Dragon is target the eyes. It's actually a sub-target. You'll be able to look at the enemy. You know how when you scope through one enemy to the next, you get a little circle that says, like, Sith soldier, Sith this. You want to look at the Krayt Dragon's eyes, and you attack there, and that's how you're going to take him out. Wait, what? 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 What?
Looks like you're not fighting that guy after all.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens every time you try to run into the Krayt Dragon's cave. He is not happy with you, and he eats you. Just thought I'd show that off. No, what you're supposed to do is, like the actual, the chieftain of the tribe over there told us, we need to talk to that Twi'lek that I was standing right next to when I saved. Is he is going to help us come up with a bit more intelligent strategy to take out the dragon. Greetings to you, human. I believe I saw you in Anchorhead. I thought that I would see you on the dunes. You look like a hunter. Yeah, I'm not going to do that voice. Perhaps you're interested in the ways of the hunt. Will you help me? I've tracked a very special beast to its lair. A Krayt dragon, the largest of Tatooine's predators. Wow, they really like to sell that, don't they? It's an honored creature to hunt, although we must use an unorthodox method today. Alright. Wait, what? I'm looking for a star map. Is it in there? I don't know about that, but there may be something in there. There are signs that this lair was purposefully dug out. Krayt are opportunistic, and it may have lazily moved into someone else's excavation. Of course, we'll have to remove them to find out. Alright, let's just do it. Wait a minute. If this is such a big honor to take out the Krayt Dragon, why are you going to let me take some of the glory? A valid question. This is a very critical fight. Bull dragons are rare to see. Rarer still is the apparent size of this one. It's larger than the one my father felled a decade ago, and he's too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, human, but I must try. Alright, well, I don't have time for this right now. The plot is not important. No, why do we have to kill it? The natural cycle on Tatooine spans hundreds of years, but there are complications that must be addressed. Complications from our presence. Krayt dragons feed on banthas. If the numbers of either species fall, or either grows too numerous... What? You're too fast for me, Twi'lek. NASA livers use banthas, so there are less for dragons to eat. This one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he's the threat tonight. Alright, so basically he's saying this guy's gotten too close for comfort as far as his proximity to Anchorhead. Alright, so how are we going to kill him? We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There's no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I placed mines around the mouth of the cave. We must coax him out. But this is the end of his season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. The food of a beast that size is almost exclusively banthas, and foolish hunters if we're not careful. To lure him out, we'll need to lure his food to tempt him. So basically he gives us this bantha fodder, which I believe you actually can get from the sand people when you kill them. But they makes it sound really simple. You just bring him out to the cave, the mines blow him up, and he kills the dragon. But it sounds too simple, doesn't it? There is one added threat. The sand people regard banthas as sacred. Pretending to feed this herd may actually lead to an attack. Yeah, so what you have to do... well, we actually have the fodder. You have to pick that up somewhere. I think I actually picked it up from a sand person corpse. Alright, and he says, good, go on out into the desert and bring back that herd banthas. This is actually a pretty easy little side quest here. And like he says, messing with the banthas is going to make the sand people kind of pissed at us, but it won't actually affect our interactions with the chieftain. This is something that happens every time you do this quest. It's just part of the challenge. Because, as you might guess, you don't actually get to fight the dragon. If you run through the cave, he just kills you. And it's just a cutscene, basically, when he dies. So, kind of a letdown, actually. I really would have liked it to be a big boss fight, but meh. Hello, bantha. This bantha perks up as you approach. Obviously attracted to the smell of the fodder you're carrying. The whole herd falls in step. Yep. And the same people just, like, spawn out of the sand. We gonna kill you! Alright. Elite warriors. These guys actually can be pretty nasty, and I believe they give you 4 or 5 at a time. So we'll just leap into action here. I'm gonna throw down the power attacks just to make sure we lay down a bit of damage on these guys, because they actually can do quite a bit of damage right back to you. Oh man, I thought he was far enough away to leap that, but I guess not. Power attack does more damage anyway. I don't know if I've ever actually expressively said this, but if you are using that leap attack to engage really quickly, you can't use any other feat at the same time, so you couldn't leap in and do a power attack. You'd have to choose one or the other. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And then once it's over, you just keep on walking, and the banthas will continue to follow you. These dewbacks are harmless, so you don't need to mess with them, really. Oh, well, they might get in your way as you're trying to lead the herd back, but... Wait, do I have to talk to them again? Come here, bantha! Come here! They're like... Why are they so hairy? They live in the desert. That's what I've always wondered. I mean, look at those things. They're like woolly mammoths with big ram horns. Why are they so hairy if they live in a desert climate? Good job. Come talk to me. Well, why didn't you just initiate conversation right then? You just pulled us into a little dialogue window. Why don't you just tell me? Alright, be ready. The banthas are in position and will soon stir a restless play. I hope the mines do their job quickly. Alright, I'm ready. Let's just do it. Wait, what's that sound? Oh boy, he is a big one. That's what she said. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, he's fairly large. And it doesn't look like these mines would kill him, because honestly 4 or 5 of those mines wouldn't even kill us, but I suppose he has something special for us put in the ground there. And the guy is just... The dragon's just so stupid, he just keeps walking all over him, even after the first one goes off. Yeah, there you go. The banthas are just like, oh my god! We almost died, man. It's done. The great beast is dead. To my shame, I denied him a final fight, but I'll honor his memory to make amends. Thank you for your aid, human. You've earned a share of the victory. Alright. Your skill made it possible. No. Hope you remember that there were higher reasons for this. Don't let the spoils be your only reason to hunt. Well, fade. The sands remain. Alright, and then he disappears because he's not important. Cool. And there's going to be a huge, Krayt dragon corpse here. So, nom. Okay, I think you actually can bash him open. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. See if we can get anything special out of him. Zoom. And he actually just disappears in the same way the Rancor does. It's just to clear the area. You need to walk through where his corpse is. spawned. Let's see, there's some skeletons and stuff here. Chewed human corpse. Wow. Jedi Master Robe. Oh wow, who was this, I wonder? It's never explained. He doesn't have a lightsaber and he's carrying a blaster rifle, so... He may just be wearing the robe, but not actually be a Jedi. That was actually a violet crystal we just picked up there. And one of the reasons I like to do this planet first is because I usually play through with a violet lightsaber. There's an Opala crystal. I'm not sure what that one does, but I know that it's decent because I remember using it. I think it actually gives you bonuses if you're a light side Jedi. There's just some more credits and stuff. As you might guess, here's the star map. Of course it's guarded by the dragons. I mean, come on. What better enemy is there to put between you and your goal? So that makes 2 of 5. Getting a nice little start. Zoom. And if Basila was here.
Hey, it's one of those star maps, ain't it? Kind of weird finding it in the back of a Krayt dragon's lair, don't you think?
Observation. There is tremendous power emanating from the star map. I wonder if the Krayt dragon was drawn to this cave because of it.
Possibly. There's a powerful dark side artifact.
Yes, Master. I am certain you are correct. Now that we have what we came for, I do hope we will be leaving this world soon. I am growing so sick of sand in my circuits.
Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet, HK. I have yet one more present to give you. And that is going to be on our return trip to the Sand People Enclave. Did I go in this battle rebel? I think I did. Yeah. Level up. Alright, let's see what we can do. Wow, we're getting pretty evil. I'll be fixing that on the next couple planets. I'll be doing some good things, hopefully. Attributes. What do I want to add it to? Strength, Constitution. I'm really going to need to... frankly, 18 strength is all I'm ever going to need to have. Constitution, Intelligence. Those are both as high as they really need to be. Normally I'd play through with 12 Intelligence and 18 Constitution, but I'm playing a more mixed character this time around. And that's why I think I'm going to put these into either Charisma or Wisdom. Adds modifiers to Force-related feats and powers. Okay. Adds Force points. So I think... I have Dominate Mind, so I don't need a whole lot of Charisma. And I have a High Persuade skill, so that really is not important. I'm going to put it into Wisdom. It's basically where we're going to get the most use from it, I think. And we can put some points into Persuade. We get a new power. We got to go for Heal. It's an improved healing spell. It actually does a pretty good job. I guess we all got healed by that cutscene, because I know we took some hits from the,
Ready!
from the droids. Or not the droids, the sand people. I guess we'll just go ahead and let him heal up. It's so neat the way that little laser comes through. I love the way that looks. Alright, so we need to return... Wait a minute. Did I pick up what I was supposed to pick up here? I don't feel like I ever got a Krayt Dragon Pearl. I feel like I was supposed to pick one up, too. That's weird. What the heck? Who's this? Mandalorians or something? Oh, I recognize that short figure. They're just sitting around in their ships.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end. You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time.
Hold on. Maybe we can work out a deal here.
Sorry, I'm not in this for the credits. You're the only ones who've ever gotten away from me. I've got a rep to protect. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
Alright, and you can choose how you want to go after this. Since we got 5 guys that are all standing pretty much right next to each other, I'm going to just use some grenades here. That's going to help us out quite a bit. I'm going to go for the plasma and... Whoops, wrong button. I'm going to go for the plasma and... Let's aim at Calo Nord. There we go. And then I'm going to go for the poison. Alright. Let me just go ahead and continue. I'll let my other characters do the default attack. His battle armor is going to give him a bit of protection, but that's going to help you have big help in taking out of his adversary's little, I don't know what you really call him, his allies that he's got there helping him out. He's going to be the only one who's really doing some damage to you. If you take out the guys with a poison grenade or two, the thugs will pretty much kill themselves. They're just not very challenging. We're having a hard time hitting this. I want to start using power attack to get more damage down. So I don't think... His dexterity is moderately high, but our chance to hit is high enough that, yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. Slice and dice. Alright, let's see what we got. Credits. Mandalorian heavy pistols and the Calo Nord's battle armor. Alright. And that's the other reason I do this planet before the others. It's because we pick up Calo Nord's armor. I'm gonna put that on right now. This is usually what I wear for the rest of the game, it's this exact outfit. So you get used to seeing it. I really feel like I should have picked up a Krayt Dragon Pearl at some point in there, and I want to look and make sure that I got one. That starts with a K, doesn't it? Scroll down. H-I... Oh, we did get one. Okay, good. Then we can go back to the Sand People Enclave. Let's see. How far away is that going to be? I guess we'll just run back. I'll meet you guys back at the Enclave when we will learn the history of the Sand People by exchanging the Dragon Pearl for some knowledge. See you guys there. Alrighty then, we are back in the Sand People Enclave. Let's talk to the chieftain and show him that we've defeated the dragon. The chieftain seems grateful to you, or at least less inclined to smash your head open with a pocky, like a pocky rub seed.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
On information on the culture.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic.
Alright, you said that before. Alright, let's tell him we have the pearl. How do we do that?
Translation.
Okay, we're gonna ask for the history.
Translation. You have been told that to be considered worthy of hearing the histories, you need to bring him a dragon pearl from a Krayt dragon. Translation. He says the discussion is closed.
Alright, here's the pearl.
Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master.
Oh. Alright, cool.
Translation.
Tell him bye. I want to look and see if he took the pearl from our inventory.
Translation. We are free to leave.
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, items lost. He took the pearl. Okay, so we gotta find the storyteller. Here he is. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta translate. Compared to the warriors you encountered, single storyteller is relatively calm, but he still regards you coldly.
Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you.
Alright. Alright, just ask him to tell us.
Translation. Translation. There is only one accepted history, passed orally to each successive generation. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people.
Alright. Let's talk to him about what he's got.
Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation. The only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off.
Alright, tell us.
Translation. Translation. It begins with the ancient times. They were not sand people, for there was no sand. The land was green with life, and they walked without wrappings. Translation. Though the land was beautiful, they lived apart from the land. They built their walls high and saw beyond the horizon. They dared to reach the stars. Translation. There are no words for how long ago this was. It was before the outsiders, before the abduction, before the cities fell, before the builders.
The what? Wait a minute, we've heard about these builders before. Hang on, what can I ask him?
I should warn you, Master, that any questioning of their interpretation, clarification, they may consider this to be speaking the word.
Oh. Let's go back to what we were doing. Alright, keep telling us.
Translation. his arrogant people touched the stars, and this sin drew the attention of the builders. The builders did not touch the stars, they lashed them to millstones. Translation: great demons of metal stripped the world of its riches, until all that was left was the green of the ground. The great cities were lifted away. Translation: those that had used the wealth were taken along with it. Transgressors abducted to serve past the sky, seeding the stars with penitent, adaptable slaves.
Whoa.
Translation: Translation: there came a time when the builders were also judged for their crimes. After generations, a plague weakened them, and the time of the Great War began. Translation: the builders faltered, and his people realized why they had been punished, so that they understood the crime, and would now strike down the greater offender. Translation: they worked chaos in the machines, so they destroyed themselves. The builders fought back, laying waste to the green that had been misused with fire from above. Translation: soil became glass, grinding to sand, but the fight was long planned, and his people were safe. Deep in cave homes carved from valley wall, they were free.
Wow.
Translation: editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the Long Walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept their identity in a desert world. Rather than strain my circuits on his dialect, might we just assume there was much fighting over who has the biggest bantha and move on to more recent things?
Okay, yeah.
Translation: Translation: the tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all as sand people, and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation: then machines fell from the stars again, outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation: these outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too walked apart from land. The outsiders, your kind, looked like their ancient abducted. Translation: so it is to the current sons that the Sand People hate all outsiders and give them no footing. You come again, time after time, adaptable slaves to the machine.
Dang. Is that it?
Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was already said. I hope it is enough, Master.
Alright, that's enough.
Translation: Translation:
Alright. That was pretty good. I've never actually heard the whole tale before. I didn't realize that. That's really interesting. They actually talk about the builders there, and they're going to become an important plot point later on in the game. Alright, so, in the next episode of Let's Play KotOR, we are going to get the hell off of this backwater planet and go back out into the stars. And I believe our next planet is going to be the Wookiee homeworld. So I'll see you guys then.